When the only cars that we see on the roads are sport utility vehicles, staying unique becomes a legitimate struggle. But luckily, automotive designers have one last ace up their sleeves. Coupe SUVs are the next big thing, and in this episode, we'll tell you about the newest 2022 models that were released in the recent months. And oh boy, there's quite a lot of them. Subscribe to Automotive Territory Daily News and you will never miss informative top 10s about the newest cars out there. Let's start the engines. Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT. The Cayenne family is gaining the new top dog that outperforms the regular turbo and sits 0.67 inches closer to the ground. The crossover recalibrates all of its electronically controlled chassis systems and features a 15% stiffer 3-chamber air suspension. The wheels measure 22 inches and get wrapped into sticky Pirelli P0 Corsa tires. We should also mention standard carbon ceramic brakes with huge 17.3 and 16.1-inch rotors. Without saying, the most important acquisition of this Cayenne is the optimized 4-liter V8 with twin turbochargers, 640 horses, 627 pound-feet, and 186 mph top speed. The mill is assisted by a faster shifting 8-speed Tiptronic gearbox and a titanium dual exhaust system. The 4-seat cabin of the Turbo GT is wrapped in Alcantara with custom stitching, plus it debuts a new generation Porsche infotainment. Volkswagen Taigo. The South-American Nivus is officially entering the European market, but along the way changes its name and puts on a little makeup. Technically a brother to the VW Polo and T-Cross, the new Taigo is longer, more aggressive, and sportier. Its key styling cues include a roofline that slopes down to a subtle spoiler at the rear, a new front end with standard LED headlights, contrasting black cladding around the wheel arches, and a longer rear overhang. Buyers will choose between 4 trims, where the entry-level offers an 8-inch digital cluster, a 6.5-inch touchscreen, and heated electrically powered front mirrors. On the mechanical front, there are 2 gasoline mills, the 1-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder with 95 or 110 horsepower, and a 1.5-liter turbo 4 with 150. VOLVO C40 Recharge. The second all-electric Volvo chops off the rear roof section of the XC40 Recharge, creating the highly craved Coupe SUV shape. Up front, the face of the C40 features a slightly restyled closed-off grille, while the rear houses a small spoiler and new taillights with a different light signature. Since the model is based on the CMA platform, it gets the familiar twin-motor drivetrain that produces 408 horses and 487 pound-feet. Motivated by a 75 kWh battery, the crossover promises 230 miles of range and 4.7 seconds 0 to 60 acceleration. Just as with the rest of Volvos, the top speed is limited to 112 miles per hour. Home charging can be done at 11 kW, but for fast charging, the maximum rate is 150. On the inside, the C40 offers several leather-free upholstery options and a new generation Android-based infotainment. BRABUS 800 SUV Coupe. BRABUS 800 is a shared moniker from the German tuner that labels models that receive the uncompromising 800 horsepower upgrade. This time, the powerful treatment was administered to the Mercedes-AMG GLE 63 Coupe 4MATIC. The 4-liter biturbo V8 engine receives a larger compressor unit, reinforced axial bearings, and revised tuning. As a result, its stock 603 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque are boosted to 800 HP and 738 pound-feet. The visual transformation involves the installation of a BRABUS body kit with exposed carbon fiber elements, new grille, front splitter, and a spoiler at the back. A revised module for the air suspension lowers the Coupe SUV by almost an inch, and optionally, the buyers can get a stainless steel exhaust with controlled exhaust flaps and 4 titanium or carbon fiber tailpipes. After all of this BRABUS magic, this AMG GLE Coupe will hit 60 in 3.4 seconds and tops off at 175 mph. VW ID.5 GTX. Revealed in camo ahead of the official debut in Munich, the new ID.5 is a Coupe SUV sibling of the fast-selling ID.4. In addition to a sloping roof, the model adds a flare-to rear spoiler, available IQ Light LED matrix headlights, 3D designed taillights, and a light strip accentuating the width of the rear. GTX in the name of this crossover denotes the flagship performance variant that should arrive with a dual-motor all-wheel drive drivetrain, making around 300 horses. This version will also get the largest 77 kWh battery pack from ID.4, enabling owners to drive up to 275 miles on a full charge. VW have not revealed any details about the ID.5's interior, but for the fact that the crossover will be fully connected with the Car2X technology and over-the-air software updates. Smash the like button if you agree with us that a spacious trunk is overrated and the Coupe SUV profile is the coolest thing in the car designs of today. Thanks for your feedback, and let's proceed. Renault Arcana E-Tech. Offered exclusively in hybridized versions, the Arcana is the first European Coupe SUV from the manufacturer. The model has an overall robust and athletic look with defined shoulder lines. It offers 7.87 inches of ground clearance and wears wheel arch guards, front and rear skid plates. The crossover also offers LED headlights and powerful J-shaped DRLs. In the full hybrid guise, the Arcana comes powered by 1.6-liter 4-cylinder MPI paired with an electric motor, a high-voltage starter generator, and a tiny 1.2 kWh battery. The system produces 142 horses, and the pack is optimized to recharge during acceleration and braking. The most prominent innovations on the inside are a selection of 4.7 and 10-inch digital instrument clusters and a vertical style infotainment system measuring 7 or 9.3 inches. Genesis GV60. Revealed with evolved styling and a bright yellow exterior, the all-new Genesis is the smallest member of the premium brand's crossover range, as well as its first electric model to be built on a dedicated EV platform. Developed together by Kia and Hyundai, the EGMP architecture already underpins the EV6 and Ioniq 5, so despite the fact that the Genesis did not reveal any technical details, we do know what to expect. The crossover should get an 800-volt electrical system with the maximum battery capacity of 77 kWh and up to 300 miles of range. Both single and dual motor drivetrains are on the table, so the power output can vary tremendously, from 170 horses in the humblest version to 576 HP in the performance-oriented flagship. On the inside, you can expect youthful styling with a fully digital driver's cluster and infotainment under one screen. Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport GT. Introduced in early 2020, the Atlas Cross Sport is a shorter and lighter version of the standard 7-seater Atlas. In 2021, it was used as a base for a performance-oriented concept created by VW's US ambassador Jamie Orr. The one-of-a-kind GT wears Kingfisher blue paintwork, gloss black trim pieces, and custom GT badging. The model's sporty nature is accentuated with a lowered suspension and oversized 22-inch Abt sport wheels. Inside, the concept sticks to color-match detailing on Recaro front buckets, steering wheel, and stitching, but the biggest update is the absence of a rear bench. Instead, Orr installed 2 extra Recaro seats with a central console for the rear passengers. Under the hood, there is the Golf R-sourced, turbocharged 4-cylinder that makes 300 horsepower. Ford EVOS SUV. The EVOS moniker first surfaced at the 2011 Frankfurt Motor Show as a futuristic sedan concept with gull-wing doors. In this day and age, however, the model had to transform into a crossover, though the one that kept the sloping roofline. This model is the first to be largely developed by Changan Ford, a joint venture between the Blue Oval and the Chinese automaker Changan Automobile. The new Ford Coupe SUV will go on sale alongside the all-electric Mach-E and Escape PHEV. But unlike these electrified crossovers, the EVOS is likely to receive the Bronco Sport 2.0-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder that makes up to 245 horsepower. The newcomer supports over-the-air updates, gets Ford's Blue Cruise highway driver assistance with hands-free operation, and boasts a futuristic cockpit with a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster and a 27-inch 4K infotainment display. Chevrolet MENLO. General Motors have already dipped their toes in the market of electric vehicles in China via a joint venture SAIC GM Wuling. Since July 2020, over 160,000 units of mini EVs have been produced, so the American conglomerate is ready to release an EV under one of its own brands. The MENLO subcompact crossover becomes the first fully electric Chevy in China, with a design inspired by the FNRX all-purpose sports concept. Available in 4 trims, it has quite an affordable price tag, starting from 25 grand. The new generation electric drive is efficient, yet it makes just 148 horsepower and the range is limited to 180 real-life miles. The stylish interior features a multi-layer console, 10.1-inch suspension tribe central control LCD, and an 8-inch instrument panel. I will be waiting for you in the comment section to discuss modern automotive designs. Which models from the lineup are your favorite? If you like Coupe SUVs, make sure to check out the episodes about the new 2021 models on our main channel. The link is waiting for you on the screen. Subscribe to Automotive Territory Daily News, ring the bell, and come back soon.